Normally on a Saturday night, people are getting pissed. Here on Fog Wrestling, we talk about a piss show. Welcome back to the channel. We missed the opening 45 minutes, but let's give you a quick wee recap of what happened during Ground Zero.
Yeah, Eddie Kingston kicked off the show, so obviously we didn't really miss much.
No, we didn't miss much.
We may have missed the opening 45 minutes, but we didn't miss the opening 45 minutes. Alright, big difference there. I mean, Eddie Kingston versus Brian Keefe in a proving ground match. I believe that means if Brian Keefe, I don't even know what this guy's name is.
Brian Keefe.
I believe if he wins, he gets a future shot against Eddie Kingston. Well, guess what? He fucking didn't.
What does that mean? A wee shot of heroin for Eddie Kingston's needles or something?
He didn't win, and this match went 15 minutes and 15 seconds. Is there any point? Is there any need? I mean, really, come on.
I think you're glossing over the fact this guy's called Brian Keefe. Like, that's his name. That's worse than Jake something for me. At least there's something funny to say about, like, something. Like Just Incredible, even though Just Incredible's a great name. Brian Keefe. Brian Keefe sounds like a store cashier. He sounds like a guy, a security guard that works a 9 to 5.
Did Brian Keefe come in for a shift this morning? Did Brian Keefe clock in? Is Brian Keefe getting any overtime this week?
Like, no, there's no one called Just Incredible working a 9 to 5. Well, he might be these days, but back in the day, it was decent level, like, wasn't he?
Wait, what was he called in TNA?
Pac Palumbo or something? Pac Palaka? It was something like that.
Chuck Palaka?
Aye, Chuck Palaka.
I don't think it was that, but anyway, it wasn't as good as Just Incredible. So that happened. We then had John Moxley cut a promo on a bunch of masked people from CMLL. Basically, he's going to challenge those guys in a AEW versus Mexico match.
Apparently, he's been getting a lot of hate from Mexican fans. I've seen on Twitter that some people are saying, if you don't like John Moxley, go fuck yourself and die. Referring to a lot of, like, the Indian, no, not the Indian, the Mexican fans. The Mexicans.
How do you get Mexicans and Indians mixed up?
Yeah, they're all a bunch of jobbers, right?
Nah, I'm not accepting that. Mexico's got some of the greatest professional wrestlers in the history of wrestling.
Name me 3 of them. Every single person you're going to name was born in America.
Eddie Guerrero.
Born in America.
Rey Mysterio.
Born in America.
Conan.
I'm pretty sure Conan was born in America.
Alright then, fucking Juventud Guerrero.
He's fucking pish.
Psychosis.
He's a Guerrero without actually being a Guerrero.
Psychosis.
I will get Psychosis yourself on out of here. Jabroni.
Santos Escobar.
Aye.
Andrade.
Aye. You're getting worse here, right? Call it a day. I wish we could call this review a day, because honestly, like, what happened to the Cope Open? Now it's see him next week for a promo.
Yeah, the Cope Open, I can't cope with this. So yeah, I mean, do we really need the Cope Open though? Is that going to save the show? Adam Copeland taking on a bunch of jobbers?
No.
I mean, probably not.
I actually hate it as we vignette the night talking about here, I'm a fighter.
Yeah, I'm going to show Christian Cage I'm the better man by fighting a bunch of bums. What? I'm going to beat Gareth and Harrison Griff or whatever his name is. And that's going to prove that I'm a better man than Christian Cage. It doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, Edge can come out and say he's putting all these guys over, but is he? He's wrestling these like 8-minute matches with a bunch of people we don't fucking know. And anything, it's just devaluing the guy. It's AEW. He has had the worst run out of everyone that's jumped ship. I don't give a shit what anyone says.
Ah, well, hold on here. I wouldn't say everyone.
No, I would.
No,
it's a rated R fucking superstar.
Nah,
I'm not holding them to the same light as that.
The worst run's Miro. The guy came out crying because someone broke his video game. That's fucking, that's unforgivable. I mean, the guy went from coming out in a tank at WrestleMania to being upset because he left his arcade video game at ringside and someone broke it. I mean, that's not...
I take it back.
You sure you should. Right, match 2, we missed this as well. Bryan Danielson versus Hichisero.
He sounds like a Mexican Indian to me. What would you rather be, right? Daniel Bryan? A blockbuster? I fucking hate Daniel Bryan. I'm sick of this guy. I hate this entire company, but Daniel Bryan defeated him, didn't he?
Oh, I'm assuming. Oh, come on. What do you mean? Of course he did. Danielson escaped the submission hold and then he hooked Heat Shishiro into a pin to get the free count. Wow.
How long does match go?
It went 16 minutes and 5 seconds. So there's Kingston and Daniels, right, versus two fucking jobbers that aren't even in the company, and the two matches combined go nearly 32 minutes. I mean, these are jobber matches that should be going like 3 or 4 minutes.
See, as bad as wrestling is today, I actually think that's the biggest problem with it. People who are actually like established on the roster are going 15 minutes
with nobodies. With fucking nobodies. I mean, what the hell is happening here?
No, but that seems to be the case, and then it's like, then they're almost forced at pay-per-views to have these like long, drawn-out, like 45-minute matches.
No, it's crazy. It's almost like in wrestling nowadays, they don't think somebody can like look good in a defeat that lasts like 6 minutes.
Yeah.
Back in the day, lots of people look good in defeats. I mean, you've seen people lose in like a 5-minute match, but they look good.
Yeah.
But nowadays, it's almost like for people believe for it to be competitive, it needs to go 15 minutes.
Seeing Brock Lesnar's early days in 2002, we're not long removed from it. Seeing you actually watch them against like people like Bubba Ray and Bradshaw and other people like that, they put in a good fight.
All they needed was a wee bit of offense. They didn't need to go 15 fucking minutes.
I think it's a joke that already on Collision, you've had 31 minutes of wrestling in like the opening 40 minutes.
Yeah, and it's not like these are two evenly matched contests.
Or matches that weren't long matches.
I mean, it was painfully obvious that both...
See 16-minute matches, that's pay-per-view.
Or at best, aye, not two openers.
No, it's ridiculous.
Against two guys that aren't even in the company, two nobodies. After the match, Heat Shishiro attacked Danielson. He worked him over. Claudio Cascanoli came out, chased Heat Shishiro away, checked on Danielson. Shivani then hyped the CMLL versus the Blackpool Combat Club 6-man tag for Dynamite. So Daniel Bryan was getting beat up here by Heat Shishiro, and then Claudio had to come and chase him away. Aye. Brilliant.
I tell you what, see this Blackpool Combat Club, it's done.
Then Danielson, Garcia, and Cash Wheeler were interviewed backstage by Lexi and Air, who asked them whether they intended to keep their trios team alive. And Garcia says it doesn't matter what they're called, as long as he's got FTR by his side, they'll be strong. And Harwood points out that FTR didn't make the tag team rankings, but they did make the trio rankings. So apparently there is trio rankings in AEW. I didn't know those existed. The whole thing's a fucking mess.
It is a mess. I see AEW, you hear from the fans that, there's all these stories and long-term booking going on. I mean, we hate WWE as well, right? But at least WWE, when there's got storylines going on, like, you seen like Logan Paul and Owens like confront each other at the Performance Centre. When did AEW do stories actually outside of the arena? And I say arena, they don't even do back... This is as crazy as they get, an interview backstage.
Yeah, that's...
Or the best friends pulling up in their mummy's fucking camper van.
That's as far away from the ring as they possibly go. Right, up next...
No, but they had Jericho's Cruise. Why not have some things on that? Instead, what did they do? They whipped out like 60-year-old Big Show, who looks in pain, by the way. He needs to call it a day.
I don't think Big Show... I don't think he should be wrestling.
No, Jericho with his tits fucking hanging off the side of the boat and Big Show, man. And you're sinking the bastard. Call it a day. Honestly.
I mean, see Big Show, we don't need Foley, we don't need to see he come back for one more death match. Just give it up.
It's sad.
Big Show's that big, right? And his body's just... Big Show's not a guy that can wrestle till he's 60.
No.
And I think he needs to accept that.
Yeah. Like, you've seen what happened to Andre. I mean, he died quite young.
Yeah.
Big Show's not... I mean, obviously if you die around your 50s, it is young, but if he keeps wrestling with his height... Like, giants don't seem to live long time. That's just what happens. You know, because it's almost like a freak of... It's like dwarfs. You never see them live long.
I think with giantism, though, you can get something removed. Did Big Show not get it removed?
I'm not going to pretend like I know, so I'm not going to comment.
I do believe there's...
I don't think it's like Jack and the Beanstalk sort of magic, is it?
I think there's an operation you can get to get the growth thing removed. I believe...
Surely if you can get it removed, you can put it into someone.
I remember Big
You
Show.
put it into 90% of the roster these days.
I know. I remember Big Show talking about it on a podcast. Maybe Talk is Jericho. Anyway, look. Up next, it's Hook versus the Outrunners. How this little fucking teenage-looking runty a man, Hook, and I say man loosely, but how is he in a handicap match against two fucking guys and he beats them easily? I don't get it. Why is this guy beating up two men? Little Hook? It doesn't... And he beats them in 2 minutes and 35 seconds.
Yeah, and they didn't even work the match. Like, oh, it's the numbers game. He's going to get beaten. No, he just buried both of them. So, absolutely ridiculous this was. Hook, why is this? I think of a match. I think so far on the show this should be the longest match. But then I don't even know this tag team. Are they good?
Fuck, never heard. The Outrunners?
I never heard of them. Hook's a bum, man. Nash was right. Bashing him, saying this guy looks like he doesn't even look like he's Taz's son.
It's just mental that Daniel Bryan and Eddie Kingston, right? Daniel Bryan, one of AEW's main offenders, and then Eddie Kingston, right? I don't like the guy, but he's got 3 belts, so he must be a pretty big deal. They need over 15 minutes to beat jobbers. Yeah, Hook, who's also technically against 2 jobbers here, can do it in 2 minutes and 35 seconds in a handicap match. Doesn't this just make Daniel Bryan and Eddie Kingston look bad?
Of course it does. Because in our eyes, the people they faced are just as equally as bad as these guys.
And speaking of jobbers, when we come back for the break, we're going to hear from Mark Briscoe. Oh yeah, Big Mark.
Can't wait to talk about this one. Oh, Shivani, we're in Texas, and you used to talk to people like the American dream. Ric Flair, and now you're talking to some trailer trash jobber like me who's still living off my brother. Fuck off. You know what, right? The guy, I'm not going to say the guy doesn't bring a bit of energy, but I mean,
I would put him
most people on drugs bring energy.
I would put him into the triple threat match. I'd make it Reigns, Rock, Mark Briscoe. I think that's the match. I think that's the direction that McMahon or Triple H or John Laurinaitis or Janelle Grant or that turd in the office, whoever's in charge, right? Whoever's booking this shit.
Whoever's in charge of this.
Dwayne Johnson, the Pebble, the Rock, I don't know, right? But whoever's got the pen in WWE, I think they need to put Mark Briscoe into the main event.
Normally it's throw somebody a bone, throw this guy a spoon, they'll fucking start cooking heroin at it, man. Honestly, the guy's a bum. No.
I think Vince Russo would book a needle and a pole match for this guy.
Like, I'm not saying, right, companies can't mention people. And obviously AEW being like a fresh company. But it's like, you're mentioning these people that... all this stuff is in the... Like, at least when WWE mentions it, it's like...
It's their history, it's their past.
They bought WCW and all that stuff.
They can't AEW talk about their own legends? I guess they don't have any, but I mean... I don't know.
Yeah, and you know what, right? Let's just completely gloss over it. Let's talk about Swerve Strickland. I don't even know if it was up next. He starts talking about Black History Month and Kofi Kingston. Why not talk about Ron Simmons? Like the first black champion, period?
I'll tell you why I didn't talk about Ron Simmons is because Ron Simmons isn't a current WWE guy. And Tony Khan's wanted him to mention someone that's currently active in WWE, someone that's currently on WWE television.
No, but how embarrassing is that?
He thinks by mentioning Kofi Kingston that he's somehow being edgy. Oh, look, we talked about a WWE guy. It's like...
the worst WWE champion in recent fucking memory. Oh, well done.
Who cares? Briscoe said if you can knock him down, he's going to get back up. He said he fights until he can't fight, then he fights some more. Did not make a fucking lick of sense, but what do you expect coming from Mark Briscoe there, you know what I mean? Like, Jesus fucking Christ.
Yo, this guy's just living off his brother.
That's his gimmick.
His brother is... No, his gimmick is, my brother's dead, and here, we're going to wheel him out every time.
I mean, it's sad, like, but I mean, at what point are they going to go, you know what? I used to be one half of the tag team... the Briscoes, but now I'm a solo guy and I'm going to make it without him.
Yeah.
I mean, does he really need to be brought up every fucking...
week?
Yeah. Like, I just don't see the point in that.
Like, how long's he been gone? Like a year and a half? 18 months?
I remember people wanted this guy to win the Rumble last year.
Oh, so it's probably been about, what, 13, 14 months?
So it's probably a wee bit longer than that. Like.
Oh, WWE, they should put Mark Briscoe in the Rumble.
See if this...
make him surprise number 5.
See if this guy came out in the Rumble. I reckon most fans' reaction would be, how did this homeless guy manage to sneak in backstage and make it out to the ring?
Don't me just show you how fickle the IWC is, right? So they want Mark Briscoe to take Cody Rhodes' story off him, but when The Rock comes, fuck off, you know what I mean?
I think it's actually insane. You
can't argue with shit.
No, I know, I think it's mental. See when The Rock came out and on Raw and he was teasing, everyone was going mental, they all wanted it. See when The Rock said, where's he going to sit? Remember when he battered Jinder Mahal? And he said, I'm going to sit at the head of the table?
Yeah.
Everyone was going crazy. They were all loving The Rock. But now because Cody Rhodes won a fake match that he didn't actually win, he was booked to win, all of a sudden the thought of The Rock coming back, people are losing their minds. It's like, what the fuck?
Yeah, no, it's honestly...
But no, I don't get. See if The Rock came, see if they put The Rock in the Rumble and The Rock can win the Rumble, they probably wouldn't have that much of a problem with it.
No, they probably wouldn't. We did have the House of Black interrupting Briscoe, but yeah, honestly, to anyone who thought this guy should have won a Rumble, it's ridiculous. What would the build have been? My brother.
Black says they're already in Briscoe's head. We then got an Adam Copeland.
There's nothing in his fucking head, so I think you're wrong there.
Then we got an Adam Copeland video package. He says that he's going to continue the Open Challenge, and next week he's going to be in Las Vegas. So I guess he'll be taking on someone for Las Vegas. Will it be someone in the company, or will it be someone outside the company? I mean, who knows at this point? Do we really care? I don't think so. Up next with Serena Deeb coming out with a Dojo Deeb flag.
Yes, I know that.
She's taking on Queen Anamita, and surprisingly this one actually went to a commercial break, and Serena Deeb defeated Queen Anamita in 8 minutes and 45 seconds. So yeah, Serena Deeb.
I'll talk about FTR soon, right? But I think they've also got a weird fetish with Serena Deeb. They just throw her out there every other week to have a 10-minute match.
Well, she's been missing for a year, so I don't know what you're talking about.
Has she? How long has she been missing for a year?
She's just recently returned.
Recently?
She's only back a couple of weeks.
No, I don't get this though. She's 44, man. And they're pushing her and putting back. How can Serena Deeb, right, someone who is most known for shaving their head, be burying young upcoming people that could have potential, even though they don't in my eyes? What was she going to accomplish in the wrestling business at this point, at this age? Nothing.
I think for you to still be wrestling at 44, you need to be a star. Or at a pretty decent level. See if you never cut it, see if you never made it at 44, they should just give up with you.
No, especially in the women's division.
It's nonsensical to me why they are pushing Serena Deeb, a fucking nobody, at 44. I don't care if she's a good in-ring worker, then put her on AEW Dark and have her wrestle the YouTube matches and try and improve people. But why are you putting a 44-year-old nobody that's done nothing, that's achieved nothing on TV? What's the point? What is the point?
They've got nothing else, Governor.
Nothing else. Anyway, Serena Deeb wins. Then Shivani introduces Swerve Strickland, and he spoke about Black History Month and talked about Kofi Kingston, then Athena. And then he said he would add his name to that list soon. I mean, all the black wrestlers, there's no better people he could have named. Athena. A fucking Athena.
No, it's funny though, right? You've got him mentioning Kingston, right? And we talked about Ron Simmons and whatever.
No, but if he's willing to mention Kofi Kingston, Sasha Banks and Bianca Belair wrestled in the Mania 37 main event. First black women to main event of Mania. Is that no worth more of a mention than Athena?
No, it probably is, absolutely.
What's Athena doing? Selling at bingo halls?
Yeah,
probably not even selling them out.
But he's marking it because she's holding the ROH women's title for a year. ROH means nothing.
There's probably no women. There's probably no women on Ring of Honor to compete for it, and that's why she's got it that long. Anyway, up next it was Red Velvet. So Swerve says next week he's going to do it alone. He doesn't want the Mogul Embassy with him, so
he starts talking about how him and Hangman have literally shared the same blood. Up the ass, buddy.
Then Red Velvet took on 30 Fixin, who was making her debut. No idea who she is, but she lost in 2 minutes and 20, so yeah.
Again, at least it was over quick.
That's what it is.
Why Serena Deeb though go 9 minutes and this goes 2?
I don't quite know. Then we get the main event. It's Daniel and FTR taking on the Patriarchy, Christian Cage, Killswitch, and Nick Wayne.
Oh, we love throwing FTR in for a half an hour match on Collision. When in doubt, throw FTR in.
And FTR win with Daniel Garcia in a match that lasted 23 minutes and 20 seconds.
See any success?
We're talking like big pay-per-view main event level match time here.
Yeah, we buried the SmackDown 6, I think quite rightfully, but at least there's like stories involved with them. See, what's FTR's story since it's been in AEW? It's just wrestling matches.
Every week they get chucked in the main event as if they're stars. Then every week the rating fucking sucks.
We're tag team, we're buddies with CM Punk. Well, we got released, we'll find someone else.
Buddies with CM Punk. As soon as, I mean, they jobbed him out.
I know.
As soon as CM Punk was gone, they were sharing the ring with the Young Bucks. Pathetic. FTR. Why is there this belief that they're big time fucking stars and that they have to be in every main event?
I miss the days though of wrestling where if the ratings were bad, Vince would just go do something drastic, bring Bret Hart back or something.
Or if you were pissed and you were the reason the ratings were bad, then can your ass or something?
It seems like these pun intended. Like AEW is just going down the shitter and rating. They don't do anything about it. He just continues to FTR every week, man. Main event.
Like, why?
I remember.
They're not delivering though.
I remember a couple of months ago they had like an 80-minute match.
Oh god, aye. 2 out of 3 falls.
Aye. I didn't survive one.
Anyway, rating time.
Talking of ones.
Also, after the match, we had Daniel Garcia and FTR do that little gay dance, and Christian's just looking on. And everyone loves Daniel Garcia. And for me, he is like one of the most boring bastards. No charisma, not an ounce of personality about him. I mean, he can do a dance and he can thrust his hips, but that doesn't mean he's good. Anybody can do that.
No. FTR even did it. You got Dax Harwood and the other guy, can't even remember his name. They're like flab hanging over their fucking Speedos, and it's like, I just sat up to 3 AM in the morning watching this pish on a Saturday night. Got to question what you're doing with your life, folks, and for that reason I'm going to give this show...
It's kind of zero for me. Fucking shite. Dross.
Yeah, Collision's just quickly becoming Rampage. Like, Rampage, when it started, felt big enough. You had Punk on it. Then it just quickly became AEW Dark 2.0. Collision...
It's crazy how the ratings have fallen. I mean, CM Punk Rampage got 1.2.
Yeah, and they just can... See, sticking a show on a Saturday's bad enough, but when WWE has loads of shows on Saturdays, it's a fucking disaster.
I'll go as far as saying AEW will never get 1.2 again. And that's including Dynamite.
No.
Because the reason...
The race card was Punk.
The reason I'm going to say that is because what more can AEW do? They've brought in fucking Edge, okay? That's like one of the last guys wrestling you can still really get. I mean, they brought in Flair and they did 600k. With Edge and Flair on the same show. 600k. I mean, they've already got Christian Cage. They've brought in a bunch of guys that didn't do anything. Sting's retiring soon. I just don't see what AEW can do that is going to boost the rating above a 1.2. Who is left to bring in? Who is left to sign? I don't think we'll ever see any more stars created in wrestling. I think the only company that can create a star is WWE. So therefore, AEW is going to have to sit there and pray that...
Yeah, I think WWE have literally manufactured a star out of Roman Reigns by giving them this title reign and making him part-time.
Yeah, they've pretty much forced him into being a star.
Like, I think MJF was as big a star as he was before he held the belt.
And then they kind of made him like a part-time.
Yeah,
they dropped the fucking ball.
They did big time.
Like, I mean, approximately they're doing about what, 800k, 850k. Yeah, rumours are they're signing Sasha Banks. Is that going to get them to 1.2 million? I'm just not seeing it.
Yeah. But like, it's like they're signing Sasha Banks, and who's she going to take on that roster? By the way,
Queen Anamita.
I mean, come on. Oh, she's going to take on Athena. Oh, the ROH longest women's...
Black History Month. Anyway, guys, I'm getting it zero.
But that's the problem with AEW. You can sign whoever the fuck you want. You can sign Sting. Who's he get tag teamed with? Fucking Darby Allin. Look at John Moxley's doing these days. Nothing. sitting in the wastelands. You get fucking bums like Eddie Kingston, who's got more belts than Mark Briscoe's got teeth.
Look at...
what the fuck are we doing?
But look at Moxley's stock, man. It's like a financial crisis. See, a couple of years ago, he felt like he was unbeatable. He felt untouchable in AEW. And see now, he just feels like another bum.
Yeah, but my problem with AEW is you've got loads of people, right, that I like. And not just even some new people as well. I mean, well, a lot, maybe not some more new people, but they're just held in such like jobber regards. Like Christian is doing wonders with a belt that's pish. Let's not kid ourselves. It's a pish fucking belt. How much better would it be if he had the main belt? Samoa Joe, where is he? He's almost like part time these days. Sting absolutely butchered him. Same with Ric Flair. They've brought him back for Sting's hit. And where are they? What are they doing? They're hanging about with some wee Skinner, skater boy. Fucking jobber.
No, who pisses me off? Fucking Orange Cassidy. I can't stand him.
I can't stand him either. There's other people like Miro. I never mind that Rusev. They've done him dirty. Like just so many people that they get in and their go-to thing is we hate WWE. Everyone against bad to watch Edge. I know you said about Miro earlier, but the rated R superstar. Look at so many world titles, so many memorable moments. Miro, he was alright in WWE, yeah, he came out in a tank, but he's nowhere near the level of fucking Edge. Edge has been a star across all these fucking different eras. He's come into AEW, and honestly, Eddie Kingston feels like a bigger deal than Edge, and I can't believe I'm saying that. The guy get 3 belts.
Forget about Taz saying just another bum.
Yeah, then you've got people like...
Just another jobber.
You've got people like Hook and Orange Cassidy running about. See when those guys call it a day, even though Hook's only like 22. See when like Orange Cassidy and Darby Allin call it a day and retire. Fuck knows when. Maybe they'll probably die before they retire like Darby Allin. Who's going to be like remembering them in 10 years? No one. It's like all these people in wrestling over the years have like died or haven't wrestled in decades. And you remember their moments. You remember their things. I don't even remember what Hook did on tonight's show. And I watched it like an hour ago. Does that not just tell you everything you need to know?
Yes.
Anyway, rant aside, AEW is a fucking cancer direct.
Wait, what are you giving it?
0?
Zero, guys. There you go. The big fat 0. Till next time. Peace.